Okay. Okay, there are 614 of us this afternoon. MashaAllah, Cikgu. Welcome to today's webinar, MashaAllah. And let me continue with my presentation. Semoga Allah mudahkan urusan kita ni menimba ilmu pada petang ini, Cikgu. Dan Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Again, our agenda for today's session, Cikgu, I always kick off our session with a starter activity and then end with a plenary. And in between, saya cuba untuk mencapai 3 objectives pada petang ini, Cikgu. Alright, so we'll kick off with the starter activity first. But what are the 3 objectives, Cikgu? Inshallah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, to state reasons for various questioning strategies. Why must we have various questioning strategies, Cikgu? Mesti, kenapa berlainan cara-cara kita ni menanya soalan arah penuntut? Kenapa pulang? All right, that's the first objective. The second objective will be how to use full range of questioning strategies, and Cikgu. How do we have access to macam mana lagi kan? Aku biasa macam mana menyanyi penuntut. Apa lagi cara lain? Kalau untuk individual students or in pairs or in small groups or addressing the whole class, what are the various different types of strategies, Cikgu, dapat kita digunakan? That's the second objective. And the third objective is to train habis kita, insyaAllah ta'ala, how to choose a strategy based on the purpose of this question you are asking your students, Cikgu, and based on your students' prior achievements. And these are stated, all these expectations, Cikgu, are stated in Band 5 of PTS-TPA document. So you see the relevance of this training session, Cikgu, of this webinar. So please bear with me until 3:30 this afternoon, insyaAllah ta'ala. All right, so the starter activity, Cikgu, I would love habis kita to respond. I will just scan through, Cikgu, karena habis kita there are 630 of us in this session, but I will just scan through karena all your responses via the MS Teams chat box. All right, so my question will be, is everyone on board with me? Like macam tadi bergagas-gagas, macam saya panik pasal, is everyone happy this afternoon? All right. Okay, Alhamdulillah, Cikgu. Alhamdulillah. I hope you're happy and I'm happy, and I try to deliver as informal as possible, Cikgu. Jangan kita ni formal, Cikgu. Kita ni chill saja. Kalau kita kan duduk santai-santai saja and just listen to me, it's okay. It's okay. It's going to be a very informal session. Tapi yang pentingnya, yang pokoknya, Cikgu, message saya sampai, message kita ni sampai, and I can achieve all my 3 training objectives this afternoon. All right. Bismillah, Cikgu. Anang cuba type di chat box, Cikgu. Okay, thank you very much for your reactions, Cikgu. That keeps me alive this afternoon, Cikgu. I'm all alone in this huge training room. Okay, so our focus area this afternoon is here, Cikgu. Teachers target questions effectively using full range of strategies. Macam mana menggunakan bermacam-macam strategi dalam bilik darjah, Cikgu. And your choice of strategy is based on the purpose of the question you are asking and based on your students' prior achievements. How can we score this, Cikgu? How does this look in our classroom, Cikgu, with our students during our teaching, Cikgu? So this is our target this afternoon, inshallah. Okay. So what are the primary goals, Cikgu? When we are talking about dialogic teaching, Cikgu. So I just want you to state some goals, Cikgu. If you're a teacher during a lesson and a fisherman while fishing, Cikgu. Apa maksud soalan Cikgu Jairnian ya? Kenapa dia pasal fisherman ni? Alright, you must be wondering ya. Kenapa pulang Cikgu ni bercakap pasal fisherman ni? Macam, what are the primary goals of a teacher during a lesson and a fisherman while fishing? So you must be wondering, why am I asking you this question? All right, so I'm going to give you some hints, Cikgu. I'm going to give you some hints. Okay, what's the... Okay, Nyonya, I'm getting some responses. Hint, Cikgu. Kalau dalam classroom, kita ni mau apa as a teacher? And then kalau fisherman, apa? So, yeah, holding big fish to catch fish. Yeah, okay, Cikgu. Yeah, bernama cakap catching big fish juga, engagement during lesson, attention, achieving our objectives, of course. Catching fish, and then Cikgu Adrian cakap catching fish for fishermen and engaging our students. Masya Allah, everyone is on track, Cikgu. everyone is on track here, baiting students' interest and resources ada di sini to get responses from students. Of course, Cikgu Iza, you're on the right track again. Everyone is on the right track because as teachers in the classroom, we struggle to make sure that students are always engaged during our lesson, Cikgu, and making sure that they talk as much as possible for us to achieve our objectives. Satu, Cikgu, they talk, they're having dialogue with students as many words as possible. Kalau fishermen, Cikgu, di sini, hooking learners to learn and engage. Kalau fishermen, hooking fishes, Cikgu, dorang mau sebanyak-banyak ikan yang dorang dapat masa mengailah tu, Cikgu. Foster positive environment from Cikgu Hasanul, provide feedback, provide critical thinking, support students' growth. Yeah. Alhamdulillah, thank you very much for your responses, Cikgu. You are on the right track. I'm hooking habis kita ni, Cikgu. Apa kan Cikgu ni? Teachers strategies and fishing strategies. All right. Okay, you're inspiring students to learn the topic fishing for compliments. All right, let us find out. Okay, thank you very much for your responses. I will stop reading the comments, Cikgu. I will concentrate on my training slide. And yes, I have been reading and discussing your responses. And yeah, the goal of a fisherman is to catch as many fish as possible. On top of so many comments yang habis kita bagi, Cikgu, one of the primary goal for the fisherman is to catch as many fish as possible. And then kalau for teachers, Cikgu, similarly, the goal of us in classroom with our students is to ensure all our students are engaged in dialogic learning, Cikgu. When we say dialogic learning, everyone is we are having dialogue, not just teacher and students, but also students and students, Cikgu. And yang paling penting, Cikgu, dialogic teaching doesn't limit to only teacher and student talk, but dialogic teaching covers conversation between teacher and students, and also your skill in making sure that all your students in the class are engaged amongst each other and they communicate and they're having dialogue with each other during your lessons in order to achieve your class learning objectives, Cikgu. All right, I'm done with my training, with my starter activity, Cikgu. Alhamdulillah. Just a reminder for those who have just joined this session this afternoon, Cikgu, to scan this QR code, because the last webinar I had last Monday, ramai orang yang indah terisi attendance form, and maybe we didn't really share. We only shared during the start of the session, Cikgu. That's why from time to time, I also share the attendance link and QR code during my session. All right, I'm done with my starter activity, Cikgu. May I move on to my first training objective?